This is Denise Gwen reading aloud for you my novella Goddess, Chapter 13. Remember when we went to see Mamma Mia earlier this summer? Madeleine asked. Oh, yes, Cassie said. I remember. It was such a cute, hokey film, wasn't it? Madeleine said. Yes, with lots of singing and dancing. It was fun. But you want to know something? Madeleine said. Something happened to me. I know. You started crying. Yes, and I gotta admit it kind of caught me by surprise. At the end of the film, in the scene where the daughter baptizes her baby in the tiny chapel at the top of the mountain, the daughter approaches the baptismal font with her baby, and she sees her mother in ghostly form, standing there in her overalls and smiling lovingly at her. In the silent, dark auditorium, Madeleine wept. As the film credits rolled across the screen, she sobbed as she told her friend Cassie that she believed her mother was going to die soon. Cassie was so kind, so lovely. She put her arm around Madeleine's shoulders and said kind, encouraging things. No, she's doing better. She's doing great in physical therapy, and she's getting better and stronger every day. But Madeleine was right. That scene where she sees her mother, a wave of grief washed over her. Madeleine? Cassie asked, are you okay? I don't feel so well, Madeleine said, and she really did feel unwell. She'd been sitting on the cold slate wall for such a long time that her legs had frozen. And what's worse, her hip bones ached. The jagged cut in her left hip, where the surgeons had sliced into the hip and leg joint to replace the ball joint, throbbed. The implant felt exactly as if it were resting along the base of her thigh and where her buttocks rested on the slate wall. She hoped to ease the pain by rolling over onto her right side a little and stretching the left leg out a bit. And so she rolled over onto her right side and half leaned, half reclined on her right side on the wall, nearly lying down on it. She straightened her left leg out to stretch it and reduce the pain. What are you doing for the rest of the day? Cassie asked. I was thinking of... And just like that, a spasm of pain racked her. The left leg cramped, and it was agony to stretch it out. But she needed to stretch it out even more, and so she rolled over even further onto her right side, so much so that her torso now hung above the water. And at that second, she realized, too late, that she'd rolled over too far, and the stone wall no longer supported her body. And before she could right herself, she fell over backwards and head first into the water, and her head struck the tiny pebbles lining the fountain floor. The surgery had weakened her, and she didn't have the strength to keep herself upright. And her torso followed, and then her legs flopped into the water, and the cold shocked and numbed her, and she fainted, and she took Cassie's conversation and cell phone along with her into the water, and she drowned.